In this edition of Into the World, we'll take a look at some of the ways the Salvation Army's South America West Territory is reaching out to provide the basic needs of food and shelter. From children's homes and after-school daycare programs to men's shelters and elderly care, Booth's original message is thriving in this territory despite its limited resources. The heart of the Army in this territory beats strong for men who have lost their way. Located in La Paz, Bolivia, Callao, Peru, Antofagasta, Iquique, and Valparaiso, Chile, Salvation Army men's shelters offer a place of refuge. Here, the men are cared for physically, emotionally, and spiritually.
I came to the Salvation Army's men's hostel because my family abandoned me and left me without a home. I became a heavy drinker. I lived on the streets. When I arrived at the home, I saw that it gave me an opportunity to recover, to find myself, and to reconstruct my life once again. If I had not found the Salvation Army when I did, I probably would be dead by now. Because living on the streets is perhaps one of the hardest things for anyone to do. There is no other place like this hostel here in La Paz, where one can live in peace and tranquility.
Often in economically disadvantaged areas, the needs of the elderly become less of a priority. The South America West Territory is filling the gaps in providing food and shelter for the senior population. In Punta Arenas, Chile, and Quito, Ecuador, for example, the Army offers a meeting place for older adults to join together over a healthy meal and energetic conversation. These are proud people who do not seek charity, but word about the Salvation Army's reputation has spread. So they come to experience the loving heart of God through the Army's hand of service. The same caring service and ministry has been extended to those living at Antonio Dorado, the Army's senior citizens home in Santiago, Chile. For over 40 years, the home has provided physically and mentally challenging activities, well-balanced meals, consistent round-the-clock health care, and loving attention from the staff and volunteers. Need is not limited to the older generations. Seeing how poverty affects children can be heartbreaking. Youth programs reach out to the young, lifting them up before they're lost. Children's homes throughout the territory offer shelter, food, counseling, and a family for children who have been orphaned, abused, or abandoned.
Basically, the buildings weren't anything special. They didn't really even keep them warm. They just kept the rain off of them and provided a place for them to live. But it was such a better place for them than their homes. They provide care, they provide people to take care of them, they provide spiritual care. There's a core attached to most of these children's homes, and the children are very involved in that.
The Salvation Army also offers daycare centers and after-school programs. Often the meal the children receive at the Salvation Army is the only nutrition they'll have all day.
We offer a balanced nutritional feeding program and educational reinforcement. We are also concerned about the spiritual lives of all the children in our program. Generally, these children who come to our center are very needy. They come from low-income families and live in extreme poverty in this area of Antofagasta. Many of their parents are alcoholics, and it is so helpful for the children to get out of their home environment during the day, even if for a few hours. My greatest reward is when we see a child successfully overcome his home environment, be it an environment of alcoholism or drug addiction. When a child can share with his family the good news of Jesus Christ that has been taught here and rescue them from their problems and show them a better life, it is a very rewarding and satisfying feeling for me.
While food and shelter meet people's essential needs, next week we'll see how work and self-sufficiency is restoring dignity to those fighting harsh economic conditions in the South America West Territory.